Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Susan likes this and that. So unfortunately I have a sad life update. Family's fine, kids are fine, grandkids are fine, but I might cry. It's Sadie. She's gone. I always promise you guys I want to make my videos real. I thought about not making a video, but then I was afraid someone was going to say, "Oh, where's Sadie?" And then I go, "Oh yeah, a couple months ago." I consider all of you guys friends. You've taken the time to subscribe to my channel. I knew I was going to cry. So I'm always just want to make my videos real. So this happened. I'm going to just give you the Reader's Digest version. Like I said, I might cry. If you don't like chit chat, this is not the video for you. If you don't care about me, this is not the video for you. So just go away. I know a couple other of my YouTuber friends have lost pets. I'm not going to call out any names, but you know who you are. This is not the first time this has happened. If you look back at some of my older videos, Snickers, we lost Snickers. I think it was, I've lost track, 3 years ago, I don't know. He's right there. See, there's Snickers. He's right up there. There's a photo. He's in a beautiful carved box. He was 14. It was old age, and it was, it was peaceful. Sadie, she was 12, just turned 12 on July 4th. So let me just give you the short version so I don't have to torture myself. If you look back at my other videos, you know that the hyperthyroidism, we found out she had that. That's not what happened. That was not why she left. We had that under control. She was doing great. It was something that I didn't know about, so I couldn't protect her from it. It was probably cancer. It happened pretty fast. So just literally the first thing that happened, let me try to make this fast. She threw up one night, heard her throw up on the carpet. She threw up on the carpet, the big muddy mat that I got in a Fun Deliver box. Well, it was the size of a runner, so I put it in our hallway, and she threw up on that the first night I heard her do that. So I picked up and tossed it so we wouldn't step in it, and we woke up. She was okay the next day. The next night, she threw up again on the next kind of carpet that I put down. And then after that, things just kind of went downhill. She started throwing up more, not a lot, but it wasn't food. I think she stopped eating at that point. I don't remember seeing her eat a whole lot after that. Maybe a little bit. Lily says she might have ate something. But then I just noticed she just wasn't herself. So the not eating thing is, I had Lewis take her to the vet. Well, actually, what happened first was she went to sleep. She was acting different. She went to sleep on a chair that we have in our bedroom in the corner. I had taken the little bed off of it and put it on our bed so she could sleep there. And then I woke up in the morning. She was on that chair. She was, in a sleeping position. I went to give her a morning hug and see if she was okay. And she did not smell good. She smelled weird. I'm like, what is that smell? I picked her up to put the bed under her, make her comfortable. And there was a big wet spot where she had peed on the chair. Cats don't do that. She didn't. I don't think she knows she did it. She stopped grooming. So that's when I told Lewis, let's take her back. He took her to the vet. And they gave us he brought her home. They gave us medicine to increase her appetite, some pain medication. The doctor had felt some kind of mass in her belly and thought it was an enlarged kidney, possibly. That's not what it was. But without an ultrasound, she said, you can bring her back, we can do an ultrasound. Lewis said, we're not doing surgery. We're not going to do that to this cat. If it's a kidney, we talked about it. If it was a kidney, what do you do? If it's something else, what do you do? We're not doing surgery. We didn't do the ultrasound. It spiraled so quickly. We didn't even have time to do an ultrasound, actually. So brought her home, gave her the pill for her appetite, gave her some pain medicine. It was not fun giving her that. I felt like I was yeah. The next morning, things were a lot different the next morning, which was, I had lost track of my days, y'all. Wednesday morning? No, Tuesday morning. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. Tuesday morning, I got up. She was on the carpet in the bathroom. She was not really moving a whole lot. Lily came out. I said, let's at least get her pain medicine in here. I said, I'm not giving her the appetite medicine anymore. I said, I feel like she's leaving us. I prayed about it. I said, Lord, I need an answer. What do you want me to do? Tell me what to do, because I wanted a yes or a no. You know how we get with God, like, give me a yes or a no. He did not give me a yes or no, but what he did tell me was, he said, Sadie is telling you. Sadie's telling you. And that's all I needed to hear. When God talks, you know that voice. He's like, say, she's telling you she's dying. I knew she was dying. I did not. I told Lily, we're not giving her any more medicine. I'm done. I called Lewis, and first I called Josh, who's a nurse. I said, Josh, come over. He had Tuesday off. Let me cut this. I don't want this clip to be too long. Hold on a second. I wanted to get a sip of water too. All right. So I thought I'd be crying a lot more, but I think I'm literally all cried out, y'all. I've cried so much. I don't even know. I've just, yeah, so much. So I called Josh. I said, can you come over? I said, don't bring the girls, but he did bring Dottie. I said, come over, which was fine. He said he wanted her to, it's a learning experience. Pets pass away. They have a cat. So I said, just come over. I want you to look at her. He came over. We went into the room. She was most of the time under the bed, just right under the bed. I would rub her with her. Her favorite thing was, a brush, just brushed her a little bit, very gently, just gently touched her, but she was not really interacting. So Josh came. I said, she's under the bed. I said, let me kind of pull her out so you can see her. I had to pull her out. I just kind of put my arm behind and kind of very gently scooted her out front of the bed. She was not really responding to me. Scooted her out as gently as I could so she could be out front of the bed so Josh could look at her. He did look at her. I'm not going to give all the details that he said, but he looked at her and he said, you need to do this. I needed to hear people that I trust tell me that I was right about my feelings, that she was dying. She was passing. I was right. He was right. I called Lewis when Josh was, I think, still here. I told Lewis, call the doctor, get her in. He got her in at 9:15 the next day, which would be Wednesday. I got her situated, left the house, was driving, and the doctor called me. She called me. She's a very nice doctor. She called me when I was in my car, and she said, I guess she must have seen that Sadie was coming in at 9:15, and she had just seen her, and she was calling me to say, what's going on? I told her, I said, she's took a turn for the worse. I gave her the details. I said, she's taking a turn. And the doctor offered to see her Wednesday night. She said, you can bring her tonight. We will see her tonight and not make her go through the rest of the night. I don't think she would have made it through the night. So I told her, I said, I can't. Jordan has to be able to come see her first. I can't not let Jordan see her. So I came home, called Jordan, and said, you have to come like now. It was 2:00 in the afternoon. I said, can you get off work? And he said, I can't. I said, just ask. So he went and he asked, and he just went into the office and said, my pet is passing. I have to go. They said, go. He clocked out and he left. He was here maybe 20 minutes later. She was, well, when I came home earlier, I found her out just kind of standing in the bedroom. She tried to come out at one point and just do some things. I'm not going to get into what she tried to do, but I ended up scooping her up. I don't want to give all the details. I scooped her up gently as I could. I put her back on the chair, on the bed, her bed, where she could be comfortable and safe, and that's where she stayed. She didn't move from that spot. Jordan came over and spent his time with her. I'm not going to get into that. That's his private. Spent his private time with her. I went back in with him. We spent some private time together. I spent some more private time with her on my own. And I called. Before that, I had called the vet, and they got her in at 4:00 that day. I called back and they got her. And that day I called Lewis. I said, can you get her by there by 4? So as we're spending time with her, Lewis is on his way home to take her at 4. The worst part was just when we were in there at the end, just before she left, I was just in my head. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I knew Lewis he was like at our house at this point. I just started panicking and crying, going, oh my gosh, I'll probably only have 3 minutes left with Sadie. Like the countdown was going. I said it to Jordan. I said, Jordan, I'm panicking. I said, I only have like 3 minutes left with her. And then Lewis came in the room and I just was like, I only have 30 seconds left with her. Like, I have 30 seconds left and that's it. That was true. We put her, picked her up gently. Lewis picked her up gently, put her in the crate. We walked out and he left with her. Jordan and I, came in here and I'm not going to get into it. We spent some time together, Jordan and I did. I told Jordan to go. I said, just leave. Not in a mean way. I just said, you can go. I said, I'm going to be okay. And I walked in the house. I was just like, everything had changed. Like, I just looked around and I was like, where am I? Like, what? It's just, I can't explain the feeling you had. When she left, she had 12 years. She'd been a part of my life for 12 years. And when I walked in the house and she was not anywhere, I've looked for her. I've heard her the past day or two. I rearranged all the furniture in the porch so it wouldn't look the same. I've been doing things to keep myself busy. I mopped the entire house floors this morning, which I never do like on my own. I have someone help me because it's hard. I was just trying to do something. Just got through ripping everything out of my closet and my pantry, ripping everything out and cleaning that, throwing stuff away. I can't not do something. And I knew I had to make a video. If you don't agree with me making the video, if you make a comment, I will delete and block you and maybe even call you out. If you have something not nice to say, today is not the day and I'm not the one. Don't do it. My channel, I'm trying to be, have the channel the way I want it, and I want to be honest. And I did the same thing when my mom fell a year and a half ago. So I came and told you guys something's going on. My point is, here's my thing. Okay, she's gone. We are grieving. I'm heartbroken. If you want to say something nice, that would be appreciated. I'm trying to stay in the land of the living now because, life does go on. Will we get another pet? Not right away. We will get another cat at some point. I don't know when. I just need to exhale and grieve. We will, maybe around Christmas time, maybe, I don't know. There's a specific cat that I want, and I'm not going to settle for anything unless there's just a specific cat that I want. So I'm not in a rush to do that, but the house is different. I mean, it's just different. And all of you have pets, I'm sure you've all lost one. And I didn't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to trigger you guys. So we will at some point get another pet, a cat. We're cat people. So anyhow, I say all this just to be honest with you guys. That's it. I just want you guys to know what's going on. And so I don't want to be fake. I don't want to come here. I got a fun deliver box sitting right behind this couch. I don't want to be opening a fun deliver box going, hey guys, and just, haha, and faking it. Because I love opening the boxes, but I'd have to put on, you know what I mean? Just put it on. And I would rather just be honest and let you guys know, hey, it sucks right now. Yes, we're gonna open the box that's behind here. Everybody's coming over Sunday so we can spend time together. And we're gonna open the box like we did in the last video as a family and just kind of, as like a diversion for us when we're together the first time when she's not here. Open a fun deliver box together, laugh. I might cry. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen when we open the box. We enjoy doing it together. It's a distraction. That's all I can say. We're just going to keep going forward best we can. So, yeah. Anyhow, this isn't the most cheery video. I'm sorry. Like I told you in the beginning, this is chit chat. If you don't like it, I chit chat on my videos. This is just sad chit chat. All right. So I think that's all I have to tell you guys. She will be missed. I loved her a lot. We got her when she was 10 weeks old from the shelter. She was a rescue. She was the ugliest, stinkiest, sickest cat in the shelter. And Jordan and I said, sure, we'll take her. And we took her home and she was sick. And we took care of her and she stunk until she fell in the pool. Throughout this video, I'm sure I've put photos throughout this video. I don't know which ones I've put, but I'll, have videos or pictures throughout this video, I'm sure, that you've seen as I've been talking to see her. But yeah, one of the pictures I'm sure is for her, like maybe I'll put it here. I don't know, of her when we first brought her home, stinky and little, sitting in the carrier, just kind of. And then one of the other pictures, which I'll put somewhere here, is she climbed up on Lewis like one of the first couple of days, and she sat on his shoulder like a parrot. It was really cute. But there'll be some photos of her peppered through this. I'm hoping to get her back in the house soon. See, I don't even like thinking about that. Sorry. I'm not going to turn the camera off because I'm crying. It is what it is. I just want her home. Up there was Snickers. I ordered the fanciest box, of course, to match Snickers. She's going to be right up there. I ordered 2 new frames off of Amazon. Snickers picture is going to go in a picture frame. Matching hers are going to be side by side, and I put, just like that's in this photo, I'm going to put some here side by side. Maybe that photo is here. I don't know. That's the photo. Probably I'm going to enlarge, and I'm going to put it up there. Their photos are going to be there on top of their little boxes right there. And I will probably show you guys a picture of it when she's back and I have her settled there, and I will put her, yeah, I put her brush, her favorite brush is over here in a really nice box. It's from Israel. It's beautiful carved box. I put her brush in there, and I put her stinky tennis ball. That was her baby in there. I'm sure there's a picture somewhere of her with her stinky she thought that the stinky orange tennis ball was her baby. I'm not lying. she was holding it, and there will be pictures somewhere. I put that there. I took the hair out of the brush, and I took like a lock of her hair. I put it in a little Ziploc bag, and it's in my Bible. Whatever you gotta do to make yourself feel better. Anyhow, all right. I'm gonna look forward to just a new pet at some point. It's just not time yet. I'm gonna take our time. And Lily will go with me. This was Lily's cat. For the most part, they were very bonded. Although she really bonded to Lewis the past couple months. I'll put a picture somewhere here. For some reason, she just kept climbing on his lap and wanting to be close to Lewis, which was not normal. But she did. So, and she would sleep in my arms like this, like a little baby, and I would, hold her and watch TV, and she just whoop, like a baby. All right, that's it. I know I keep saying that's it, but I just keep thinking like memories. This is it. I'm gonna get off here now. If you made it till the end, you are a true supporter of me and friend. If you couldn't make it to the end, that's okay too. It's okay. All right, now I'm gonna go clean my refrigerator out so I can keep busy. I'm gonna rip the refrigerator apart, and I'm gonna throw away all the, well, there's not really old stuff in there. I'm gonna rearrange it so it looks nice, so that when I open it, it looks nice. That just makes me feel good. My closet looks really nice now, and my floors are freaking clean. Very clean. Very, very clean. Because I had someone clean them for me like 2 weeks ago. So anyhow, all right, that's it. Thank you guys for your support. And we will be making a video on Sunday, and we will do our best as a family to make a video and have a good time, and maybe talk about Sadie, maybe not. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to keep going. All right, thank you very much. And until next time, I usually say happy shopping, but just God bless and take care. Bye.